February 2022 marked 40 years since the Boeing 757 first took flight. The twinjet would go on to become a mainstay in narrow-body operations across the globe, with around half of all productions still active today. Registration November 757 Alpha was the first 757 to hit the air. It performed its maiden flight at Renton Municipal Airport, Washington on February 19, 1982. Interestingly, this first flight wasn't as smooth as expected, as the right-hand engine suffered from low oil pressure and was shut down. Yet the crew members managed to restart the engine and successfully continued testing. Initially going by the moniker of 7N7, the type received its first orders in August 1978. It wouldn't be until January 1, 1983 for the 757 to enter service, doing so with Eastern Airlines. The 757-200 would go on to be seen on numerous popular routes, mainly excelling on short and medium-haul domestic services before ETOPS extended operations were approved in 1986, expanding intercontinental opportunities. Developed at the same time as the wide-body 767, pilots appreciated the 757's modern flight decks and glass cockpits. Notably, pilots could easily qualify to fly both of the new aircraft types thanks to their similarities in the cockpit. There were several standard and stretched editions of the 757, including military, corporate and government variants. While the original was a passenger transport, there were subsequent freight editions, including the 757-200PF, 757-200SF and convertible 757-200M. The manufacturers also released the stretched 757-300, the last major release of the series. Production of the type formally ended on April 27, 2005, with the 1050th and final delivery going to Shanghai Airlines. The event marked the conclusion of a 23-year production run. Despite production ending almost 20 years ago, the 757 continues to be well spotted in the skies. There are well over 500 active units. From cargo workhorses to global powerhouses, airlines have been putting the 757 to good use. One of the most prominent operators is Delta Airlines, with the Atlanta-based carrier holding more than 120 units. United Airlines is another major US airline that operates the plane, currently holding over 60. Despite the 757's ongoing presence, the aviation market is increasingly prioritizing fleet modernization, and many operators of the type recognize the need to upgrade. Thus, there have been several recent announcements of 757 retirements. For instance, TUI retired its last 757 late last year. Moreover, Jet2 will use its incoming Airbus A321neos to take over operations of its aged 757s. Nonetheless, the 757 is showing that there is a place for it for decades after the aircraft's first flight. Even startups such as Northern Pacific Airways will rely on the plane to launch its operations. The aircraft has affirmed itself as a legend in the commercial industry. What are your thoughts about the Boeing 757? Have you flown on the type over the years? Let us know what you think of the plane and its operations in the comments section. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.